get skipped in the chat. If you do not read your questions correctly, you will get skipped in the chat. I'm not going to take my time out to explain. I'm just going to tell you politely you've been skipped because you did not read the description box. Well, okay. I heard that loud and clear. It is what it is. Anyway, hey Thelma, yours back. Day one, A1 right there. Yeah, hold on, Thelma. Nah, we're not doing this today. Please. Start getting weird, man. It's too early. Oh, it's too early. It's not over. Try to make it right this time. All right, y'all. Hello, Sarah. Sarah, please read the description box before you post your question. Okay. Read your description. Hey, Tweety, my two favorite girls. I got my two favorite people in the house. Oh, shit, no. I really don't want to announce this message. Oh, my God. Unicorn, what's up? Unicorn, how in the hell did you become a moderator? Did I accidentally make you a moderator? That was one accident, baby. Shit. Yeah. Unicorn, I'm sorry. I must have accidentally hit something and I accidentally made you a moderator, but I don't know how I did it. I must have did it one day when I was on a live or something. I apologize. Yeah, listen, I'm just going to read the energy on the room. Room. Unicorn, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I accidentally hit a button, but I didn't mean to. I don't know how the hell that happened, but Thelma does a pretty good job. And I do have two other moderators that are wishy-washy. They come around every once in a while. Honestly, I can take Phoenix off because I ain't seen her in months, and Colby comes by every once in a while, but Thelma is here religiously every day and she does a pretty good job. Sorry. Yeah. I didn't mean to, like, I don't know, I must accidentally, like, because when I hit the screen, it'll just come up and it's very small letters. I didn't mean to do that, but, you know, I'll tell you how Thelma became a moderator one night. It's a funny story. Her and I came on one night after midnight, and your mother would probably frequently tell you that anytime you're out after midnight, you deserve everything you fit to get. Well, one day I came on live, and it was well after midnight, and I was in there solo dolo. I forget what day of the week it was, and thank God Thelma came in, and it was the only face I recognized in the chat, and I just needed help, and I was like, "Yep, Thelma's there," and that's how she became moderator to this day, and I'm thankful for her because every reading I come on, she's with me, and I need a good moderator. But anyway, the energy on the room so far that I am picking up. There is something in the recent past where someone, oh my God, it's such a terrible energy that I have to read, and I apologize ahead of time. I don't know who this reading's for. It's somebody that's here now. Um, it's pretty terrible. There's somebody here working in the recent past, they're working against you. They're working against you out of a betrayal, out of a grudge. This person, they got a grudge with you, an axe to grind. You hurt their feelings. It's a third party. It's a truth. That's the truth. And there's been no forward movement. Yeah. There's been no forward movement. You know, what sucks about it, and I'm going to be honest, what really sucks, because I have two women here. I've got a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Swords. Two women, no men. So this is a beef between two women. It is a third party betrayal, but it's a beef between two women. There is somebody here doing work against the other woman. It's betrayal and it's out of grudge, and this person got their feelings hurt. There's been no forward movement. You and this other woman are so far, you two are so different. It's like comparing apples to oranges. There's no comparison between the two females. Now, I've got one female who's smart enough and educated enough to have boundaries and not put up with this mess, this foolishness. I'm just not doing it. I'm just not doing it. Even though the gentleman is not here, when it comes to this third party, which involves two females, and I'm going to guess, very much missing man in action. At any rate, let me just stick to the two females I have in this whole reading. Listen, there's a female here that's been a third party, a thorn in someone's side. You two are very much different. She's been learning something and working against you to keep you poverty, to keep you an outsider, doing something against your work as well, as definitely trying to delay your work. She also pretends not to see your work, please, child. So even if this female, there's no talking and no communication, her whole goal is to delay your forward movement, delay your success. She's very jealous of your beauty, extremely jealous. She knows the truth about this third party. Whatever work she's doing, this is the highest resonating energy off the deck, is the Eight of Pentacles. Following that, within the same spread, this is the highest resonating energy off the deck, is the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and this person, betrayal, grudges, hurt. She's real hurt over this third party. She knows the truth about it. So, she does not want you to make forward movement. I do not know why I have a orchestra of small bugs outside of my door. They are outside of the door. They are not in the house. They are not in the office. They are outside of the door singing. I apologize. You've got to be kidding me. This can't be real. They're outside of the office, up against the door. At any rate, this person, no forward movement, not on the same page. You two are nowhere near. You don't think the same, you don't look the same, you don't talk the same. There's nothing about you that is remotely near one another. Remotely the same. This female wants you to juggle money. And when I say jealous of you, I mean jealous. And whatever work she's doing, that's what it's about. She's coming up against you and she's challenging your education. She's challenging what you know and what you don't know. She wants to argue with you. She wants to delay your success, all your future success, and she wants to confuse you. Serious delay. A 22, yeah. It's all over a third party heartbreak, though. It's all over a third party heartbreak. She knows the truth. Listen, perception on the hangman. So the hangman talks about perception. Perception. She wants to know who the fuck you think you are. She's done her damnedest to balance this out. She's trying to resolve an issue with someone and the two females share a man, most likely. There's a reconciliation here, and that's the truth. And she's doing her best to balance that out. And she wants to know who the fuck you think you are. Because when it comes to this renewal, this woman wants to fight you. I mean, she's putting up a good fight here. Her tactics are tricky and nasty, though. Look, balance, impartial. So this is a woman that's willing to be whatever the other person wants them to be. It's a miracle reverse, right? She wants to know what makes you so fucking special. She's looking at you. What makes you so special? In the future, I see this renewal. Self-worth. The issue is this renewal on the self-worth. One of these females knows her value. The other female does not. There is a female here. I don't know if it's a fire sign individual, but this person doesn't know her value. She doesn't. There's another woman here that ain't playing no games. This person will draw boundaries, will cut someone or something off and move forward successfully. But there's another female here that does not know her boundaries at all. No self-worth. And this person will get drugged. She will always be at the crossroads waiting on someone to take action on her. This renewal of self-worth, there is, you know what it feels like when it comes to the two women? No doubt there's probably a man in here somewhere, but there is a woman here that studies the other woman so much, right? And I do mean it, truth, about this third party. There's something here. You know, if I take the ace off that 4, that's a 3. There's a lot of heartbreak and grudges and betrayal here. And the more this person learns, they learn that they're not on the same page with whoever this gentleman is. They learn more and more that they're an outsider, and they're learning that someone here is distracted. So in attempts to keep this person interested, right, perception, they're trying to create conflict, trying to compare, or trying to compete where they don't compare, right? Five of Wands. Five of Wands upright is competition. They're trying to kind of compete where they don't compare. In a way, spiritually speaking, there's a female here that was sent to help another female understand the value, like understand self-worth and value. Even though she's scorned with you and she hates your guts, you were kind of sent there to help her. Because I got a funny feeling she tries to copy your every move and then she gets upset with you because she can't duplicate it. God. Wow. There's been warnings here. The heavens is right now, the heavens is involved and they're looking at what someone has put up, what they've offered. How long has this been going on? The offerings. Okay? And in the future, I see this person being upset, grieving. This thing closes. This thing closes. And this person just does not understand why. Why? Beside myself, honestly, looking crazy. Looking fucking crazy at this point. You look crazy. Honey, you look crazy. Why are you up in your head and crying? Because honestly, this person tried every trick in the book. Especially when it comes to consulting the heavens and putting an investment up. And they're here they sit beside themselves because this shit closes. And they just get, you know what it is? It's a ran through prostitute. So I see this shit, especially in tarot land, especially people that abuse the witchy poot. They start behaving like ran through prostitutes. I had a reader, sometimes I talk about this, other times I don't. There was a reader back in 2019. And she was so good. And she's still online right now. But I no longer watch her because sometimes people get ran through. And a couple times, you know, as you watch readers, right? Occasionally they'll slip up and they'll tell you things about their childhood, as we all do. Readers tend to do that. This reader shared with me that her father, when she was very young, 3 or 4 years old, took her to a practitioner when she had an earache. And they used to live in another country, not United States, another country. And back then, you know, there was no like traditional hospitals, and the child had an earache. Took her to voodoo priest to treat her ear. Her father was very educated in voodoo, and every once in a while when she reads, although she seems like she's good-natured and good-hearted, she'll slip up every once in a while and tell and say how she kind of protects herself and some of the rituals she does. And the issue is with doing rituals like that, it opens a doorway to kind of get what you want after a while. You see what I'm saying? Because this shit has the potential to be abused. So anytime you start abusing something, like, well, it worked that time, wonder what it will work for if I do this. And the fact that she's older than me and this has been going on since she's been 3 and 4 years old, I think I'm kind of picking up what Spirit's saying. I mean, eventually, it's sad. It's very sad because cycles close and people start looking crazy. And it's not like the heavens, they didn't have the heavens on their side. But see, when you start investing weird, you start getting, there was warnings on this. There's kind of warnings about investing kind of weird with the heavens. You know what I'm saying? eh, you know, nah. Especially with these spirits. See what I'm saying? There's warnings here, and I don't know who I'm reading for, but there's warnings here about these spirits. Six of Swords is my spirit guide card. There's warnings. Spiritual warning. Right, but see, here's what happens. When we get into spiritual never land and what we're willing to put up, what we're willing to invest in, people want to kind of lighten their load. They don't want life to be so hard after a while. They want it to be easier, right? Is someone here fit to be disappointed in the future and look crazy and look scorned? They fitting around too. Listen, they fitting around. They're going to mess around and find out that they get mentally hurt, maybe even physically injured. Some of them might get locked up in a nut ward. Because not all these spirits who lighten freaking loads are there as kin. They're there. You get what I'm saying? This is when shit's not working out for you. There's warnings about whatever people doing to do the get along here, to make the load easier. But they keep putting up more and more and more. In the future, no, this does not work out. There's deep regrets here. It closes out, and this person look crazy. That's a mental jacket. That's being in a mental hospital. And I do mean it, crazy. Crazier than a shit house rat. I didn't mean to grab this day. Guilt. Guilt reverse. You see this guilt upright in the future, correct? Correct. In the recent past, we didn't feel no type of way how we was out here moving. Even though there was warnings, it was just a buffet of options, and we were getting away with shit. See what I'm saying? No harm, no foul. This person didn't feel guilty about nothing. Nathan. It's guilt reverse in the recent past. But then, you get what I'm saying? Time starts ticking away. And we keep investing in the heavens, and we want life to become easier because we ain't getting no younger. And perception starts to weigh in. And this person realizes they've done nothing over the years. They start definitely going to have some regrets, definitely regrets. Because whether you like it or not, things change. People get older. Now you realize you're just old and stupid looking and looking dumb. And you can't help but see it on yourself. And then you're going to start questioning these miracles of what you was really participating in. Because you've done nothing but hurt yourself over the years. That's what you've done. Now, whoever that message is for, baby, somebody here is walking a real thin line. They're walking a tightrope. There's warnings about dealing with spirits. There's warnings. I don't know who that's for. This can seem like an answered prayer at a time, but the offerings, you better keep them coming. You better keep them coming, because when you slip, they grip. You see that grip? They grip. And you fitting. Somebody here fitting to fuck around and be disappointed. And I mean grieved. Because this shit closes, and the only person here looking crazy and scorned is the person who kept putting up more and more and more, trying to lighten their load. You got to be careful when dealing with spiritual practices, man. That's why I do read cards, and I do work with my team, but I don't get into any other rituals. No. Gotta be careful. That's for somebody here. Whether you're posting on the chat or not, maybe you're just an outsider just watching quietly in the background. You know who you are. Now, albeit your intentions may have started off good in the future, I don't see it. I don't see it. Here's the thing. There's somebody here attacking someone, trying to take control and trying to overcome someone leaving. They don't want them to leave. I don't want them to leave. You got to realize people fitting to do what they want to do. You don't get to control free will, especially not over no man that you love with some moon type of behavior, meaning secrets, illusion, fear. And that's why somebody's chasing this man over fear. Trying to look better and better, trying to hold on to this man, relying on angel guidance, looking for a new opportunity. But there's eventually this person has to smarten up and realize what they're doing. They're fighting a losing battle. They're juggling money. This shit don't go nowhere. They've been distracted this whole time while life passes them by and other people are giving them offers for love, trying to be reciprocal lovers. There's tons of people coming in for them. Tons. And this person's going to hit this shocking moment with a man in particular where it won't ever be the same. And I'm telling you, this person will end up with egg on their face. They were trying to steal someone and control their free will. That is betrayal. And that was the work they were doing with this magician. You get what I'm trying to say? You cannot control free will. It only lasts but for so long. And I'm not even talking about return to sender, none of that bullshit. I'm talking about there's warnings when you deal with certain spirits. You're opening up Pandora's box. Whoever that's for, you better be careful. All right, I rambled for 30 minutes, but that's for somebody who desperately needed it. Whether you're gonna say hello in the chat or not, you're watching. Careful, time's running out on you. And they're watching. Page of Swords, you're watching, and you better watch your ass, because you're taking one hell of a lot of risks. You better watch your back. Things fitting to get harder. And listen, when you go to putting up the shit that you putting up on that altar, you better keep increasing it. It's going to get harder and harder and harder to satisfy this justice. You can't keep up with it. Eventually, you're going to go broke. And that's when you're going to learn a lesson. When things stop working for you. You've delayed yourself. Yeah. And the issue is, at that point, people get called on. And that's when you start looking crazy, and that's when you get called. You're going to get caught up in the own trap that you set for yourself when you were trying to betray people and get away with shit. Trying to get away with shit. That's betrayal. You get caught up in your own trap. And word on the street is there's gossip about some dude, some divine feminine, some other female. That shit comes to light. You can wait on it. Because whatever this person was trying to sabotage, they've been coming for one couple in particular. Heavens is here and they're not happy with it. You got the heavens pissed off with you. Now, I don't know how long you fitting to spend here. I mean, that's jail, friend. When this shit closes, you want to talk about the regrets dealing with these spirits, but you were fucking warned. But carry on. Carry on. Whoever that was for, I got a funny feeling you're just watching and you're not saying nothing. That's okay. You don't have to say anything. I don't need to know who you are or what you're doing. And I think you started off with the best of intentions, but the road to hell is paved wide. You were warned. It's a lot more popular, but everybody hides it. The cricket stopped. Yeah, you're right. I just now heard it. So they're not in the office, they're at the door. That's why I found it so weird. The crickets aren't in here. They're outside the door, serenading the door. Hold on, can you see? They're outside that door, serenading that door. Can you see that white door? You see the white door? That's the door they're serenading. It's weird. It's the oddest damn thing. Whatever. It's odd. Very odd. You know, truth. There's truth here. Sweetheart, I don't know who I'm reading for, but in the future, you will deeply regret what you're doing. I don't know. Yeah, I think that you had the best of intentions when you initially started, and maybe your parents got you into this, or maybe it was just your way of life, you know, from a very small age. I'm telling you, your practices and whatever you're doing, you know better. There's a part in you that knows better. I'm telling you, and they're watching this shit get harder on you. You better watch your back, because your back's turned a whole hell of a lot. Your back is turned. The truth is here. It's being watched from way up above. And they're watching this shit get harder. The burdens get harder, and they're watching to see what you do. And the fact that you don't have eyes in the back of your head, that's a problem. You see what I'm saying? You see that eagle there, the truth, but that eagle? You see his necklace? Who do you think watching you from that far up? When you slip, they grip. They're going to make it harder and harder and harder on you to see what you do. Yeah. I think that you're smart. Don't get me wrong. Queen of Swords tends to be a tarot reader. They're watching to see what you do to protect yourself. Because as things start cooking for you, they're going to want to know where you draw the line in the sand when it comes to protection. They're watching. Yeah. The truth is there's no forward movement, and you've started to juggle money. And you've got your hands full, and now you can't watch your back anymore. There's something here not watching your back anymore. It's getting harder, isn't it? That's when you jump from the pot to the frying pan, and they're watching because there's no forward movement. So this is called third-party interference. That means the same entities that you was working with now they're going to become a problem. I see sabotage here, and I see you trying to go with the flow. You're telling me that you got shit in check, you got it in control. We'll see. Because they're watching you, and they're watching you interfere. You've been interfering, ma'am. You've been interfering. You've been causing delays. You've been causing third-party interference. Mega. And then you're telling me, no worries, I know how to protect myself. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Because in the future, when it comes to knowing what you know in protection, we're going to see what you're fitting to do. They're going to test you to see. That's a test. Ace of Swords is a test. It's also the truth. Things are getting harder for you. And they're going to see when you get scorned and things get hard, what you fitting to do. Yep. Damn. In the recent past, there's some truth here. There's truth. There's no forward movement. You two aren't on the same page. You were juggled. This person is attracted to someone else. And there's a secret revealed here about a divine masculine and a third party and a brand new romance. And or a baby. Hold on. Let me go get this girl. Ah, Lord. Come on, no. Come on. There you go. Alright, well. Hey, you guys want to hear a joke? I just remembered it from interfering with the reading, but to lighten the mood a little bit. Do you want to know the best part about going to a haunted Halloween, or excuse me, a haunted Halloween house party? The ghosts bring all the booze. That made me laugh. The ghosts bring all the booze. Empress reverse. See what I'm saying? Ma'am. Oh, no, you didn't. Here's the thing with you, ma'am. Damn, dude. The truth is here. There's no forward movement. You're not on the same page. The gentleman, there's a secret revealed about a divine masculine, a third party, and a romance. Somebody here was juggled. That's when it gets real hard. And this female, her whole focus, the more she looks at this divine feminine, she's not her. Empress reverse, she's not her. And she's seeing the competition and she wants a fight. She's got a fight on her hands. What are you fitting to do? You know, it's like not accepting defeat, not accepting that you're a third party. There's a woman here. Most likely I'm talking to you and you are not in the chat. You're just watching. If you had any real integrity, you would stand up for yourself when it comes time to make this decision, and you would just part ways when it comes to this relationship. But the female, I understand you're heartbroken. Can I get one more here on the 6? See what I don't like about you? And this is what I don't like about you. The Queen of Swords, the 6 of Swords. There's something here that you're doing to block this union, okay? That's your choice to do, what action you take. And you're telling me, I want to know how to block it and how to get away with it successfully. And what you're willing to do is to lie, cheat, and steal. That's what you're willing to do. You're going to sabotage this union as a hater. But that's your choice to do. So, honestly, the reason why you're not this Empress, because you're coming up Empress reverse, is that you're not this Empress because you don't have any boundaries. See, this is what I call going with the flow. And you're going to see why someone here is respected. This person's respected because of their boundaries, sweetheart. And that's just not you. That's just not you. And that's a hard pill to swallow. It is. Because you're willing to play games, spread lies, sabotage, do anything and everything. And, you know, the Queen of Swords is a widow energy. It's somebody that's older, divorcee. Who's going to protect you when these spirits decide to depart from you? What are you going to do then? What are you going to do then? The reason I'm saying that, divine masculine with the Tower, your third party interferences are here. Coming up against a divine feminine. And the more you learn, things are going to become harder. These spirits, listen, you're going to call out for protection. And I see these spirits dodging your ass like the plague. They're telling you you're on your own, figure it out. Because they aren't going to touch this with a 10-foot pole. There's 2 women here and 1 man. You've got the Empress reverse. You've got the Queen of Swords upright. And 1 Emperor upright. Ma'am, you're playing with fire. And I do mean it. Emperor's Aries. You're playing with fire. You're going to call for this protection because it's worked in the past. And you're going to see these spirits depart from you. And then at that point, you're going to be forced to take action and defend yourself. But I think you're getting older. And I think that your mind is telling you that you're a lot sharper and a lot more physically in shape than what you really are. You've been playing games for a long time and you've been getting away with it. But when these spirits depart from you, you will truly have to take action on your own behalf with no spiritual help. At least not the familiars that you have. And that will be the point where rubber meets the road to see what you really fit in to do. Either way, you've been manipulative up to this point. Magician, you've been manipulative up to Magician reverse. Sweetheart, you've been manipulative up until this point. That's dark arts. Magician reverse. It's manipulation. It's controlling what even God allows free will on. It's dark arts, baby. And you've been getting away with it. And it's been betrayal. And you fitting to get caught. There's gossip about this. You think motherfuckers ain't talking about this? And your money's here. I bet you shit's getting real hard in that family. I bet you your money looking real slow, huh? Y'all barely eating and shit, barely getting by. But as long as this love offer keeps coming towards you, you're in wish fulfillment. How long's that been going on? Because you've been getting warnings after warnings after warnings. You fit to be in regret. How can you look at your partner who looks like this on a 57 fail? 7 of cups, 5 of cups. You've been watching this partner of yours in a 57 fail for how long? But as long as you're happy, as long as you're successful, that means it's justice because there's a lover's connection here, which is a divine union. Yeah. And there's a gift here that is owed this Empress, a gift that's owed her. But you wanted it for yourself, right? You wanted it for you. Mm-hmm. When it comes time to take action, these spirits, like I said, they will depart from you. They're leaving. You're getting cut off. And I do mean blocked. You fitting to get hurt spiritually. Spiritually hurt. Spiritually fucked up out here. Mm-hmm. And you fitting to look crazy. And you want to talk about the delays, and I see you going back to the kitchen. And you're trying to learn everything you can learn about this woman. To be strong, to outbeat her. The issue is, how the fuck you coming up against God? This union. You just want the success. Not realizing God's done turned his back on you for playing all these games, and all that shit comes to light. And I'm telling you, you fit to regret this shit for these bullshit ass offers that you put up. You put up this little tiny bit of offer. Correct. That's the fucking truth when it comes to a divine masculine. I've just revealed a secret. And you can keep having the babies and especially celebrating these baby showers and shit. But the truth is out. And I think he was much younger when he dealt with you. He was juggling you then. Well, when he's a young man, you know, people juggle and things, but this person eventually sees that you two aren't on the same page. You're nowhere near like the female that he craves in his soul. Things become hard. And what's even harder is that you're going to have to sit back and watch this man look at another woman and get your heart broke every day. And then you're going to sit and pretend like you didn't see it. You're going to watch from the shadows, right? Because it's always been about the money. As long as you are earning that money, because there's opportunities here that belong to another woman and another union. Well, that's when karma comes into play. Fortuna. That's when this person really does get a mind of their own and they start sharpening up. That's called the wake-up call about the work that's being done in the recent past. It closes out, and that's when you will get karma, high priest, hermit. See, when you deal with divine unions, baby, there's karma on connections like this when you deal with a high priest, hermit. And that's when everything changes. The game changes. Things end. Because nobody's buying the bullshit anymore. This gentleman will take action on his own behalf to stand up to you, especially when it comes to this money. And he's definitely going to come for you full force. He's going to be willing to take a risk. It doesn't matter what he's invested. He's jumping away from the investment. I don't care how long you've had this man under your thumb. He's going to turn on you like a pit bull. He's going to turn on you like a pit bull. Do you see that? That's turning on somebody like a pit bull. And the whole family. This man that you thought you loved. And in order to save himself, he has to leave because the shadow side of him is coming out. Because you've had control. You've forced someone's will. And that's why even pit bulls, you'll see pit bulls turn. That's what this person does. This is good news for somebody on how to balance something out, because somebody here has been hella stuck. They're still sitting in something, but they're really single. Also, whoever's been sitting in this situation, they're sitting there because of the money. Sweetheart, I can run this deck out forwards and backwards, and I can shuffle all fucking night. Nobody's really posting any questions, so I'll just keep going. Patricia, why does the energy feel so off around my living situation? Does it have anything to do with my ex-friend, neighbor, or is it something else? Does it got anything to do, Spirit? Something's not feeling right around our living situation. Does it have anything to do with my ex-friend neighbor? Does it have anything to do with her ex-friend neighbor? No, it does not. No, it doesn't. Do you rent this home, Patricia? Do you rent this home? Patricia, do you rent the home? Or is it yours? Do you own it? Do you rent the home or not? I feel like you rent this home. Do you rent? Meaning you have a landlord? Dark manipulation. It's the landlord, baby. It's the person you rent the property from. It's his property. he doesn't have any emotional connection to you. This is a rental property. There's legalities here. And in the recent past, he's very disappointed. Now, because there is a contract here with you, justice, okay? He's not happy with the current living situation that you're in, even though you are. You're telling me what? I pay my bills on time. I've been living here. My family lives here, whatever. Whoever all lives there. You're telling me I do everything I'm supposed to do. I'm a hardworking woman. My family works hard. What's the problem? We don't pay late. The issue is the gentleman doesn't have an emotional attachment to you, but he's being very dishonest. But there's a legal contract with you, and he's disappointed. So that's when he starts growing very manipulative. Did you hear that, dog? Right. Now, in the future, this connection that you have with this landlord, he does take control when it comes to the court system to gain success, most likely raising your rent. He's disappointed. He's being very dark and manipulative. When I say he's raising it, he's raising that rent. The offer he presents to you will be fast-moving communication. He wants success, but he's got to do it through the proper channels, which means a new contract. And it will involve whatever new rental agreement, new lease agreement that you sign, it will be heavy. He wants a strong rental agreement written in blood, your mother's blood, whatever, to guarantee this success. And he's going to want you to sign quick, fast, and in a hurry. But I'm letting you know he's being extremely manipulative. The rent's going up. Your chat might be delayed. Everything's funky tonight. I've got weird crickets chirping at the door. There's the white door. They're serenading that door. They're serenading the door. I just got up to open the door, to open it so you could see that the chirps were coming from the outside. And as soon as I jumped up, I was going to just walk to the door. They stopped. It's a very odd energy. Are we coming up on a full moon or something soon? I don't know. I guess the witchy poo bait's out there. I don't give a shit. It's what it is. Yeah, but they go away. Like, that's more than one cricket standing outside that door. If I get up, it's going to stop. It's serenading that door right outside the door. Anyway. Unicorn, hey. Is that your real name, Unicorn? Look at my hair. My God, girl, your edges. What are you doing? You know what? On my way home from work, I ride home with the windows open. And every time I come on here, I look so messy. I swear I'm not this messy in real life. My edges are never laid. It's funny. Unicorn. Is your real name Ramona Carl? Okay, girl. I didn't know that. I would have never guessed your name was Ramona Carl. I looked at your profile earlier, not just yours. I looked at several people's profiles. And I didn't think your name was Ramona. I think you had something posted when your, that fucking cricket is driving me insane. I think you had something posted on like a video or something. And I thought your name was like another name. I don't remember what name it was under, but anyway. Nevertheless, sorry. ADHD, terrible. Look at my edges. They won't lay down. Anyway. What you talking about? My name's Ramon. That's my ex-husband. Okay. Oh, Lord Jesus. That's my ex-husband. Who wants to come back? El Dino. Okay, hold on. My name's Ramon. It's my ex-husband. Who wants to come back? El Dino is my current. With which one is the better option? Is that what you're asking me? You want to know if it's your ex-husband or if it's Aldinio, correct? Because I'm so confused. Is Aldinio is my current. Which one is the current partner? Because I thought his name was something else. Which one's the current partner? Oh, I'm about to just open a water hose up out there, y'all. That's what I thought. Your current baby father is Aldinio, correct? Current baby father, Aldinio. But your ex-husband, you didn't give me his name, correct? That way I don't get the men's. I don't want to fuck up your reading, is what I'm saying. Okay, you did not give me the name of the ex-husband. Girl, you just got in here. You just got in here. Won't you go turn and eat them crickets? Okay, Carl's ex-husband. Carl's the ex-husband, current baby daddy, Aldinio. Which one is a better option? Spirit, how you feel about Carl? Carl's good. They like Carl. I mean, they ain't got no issues with him. How you feel about Aldinio? Oh no, girl. Never with the 7 of Swords on the bottom. It's a fail. It's a 57 fail. 9 of Pentacles. This person, they're trying to overcome something with money, but it's just too much. It's too much. There's too much. There's too many issues. There's too many. And I think this person gets complacent because they got swag. You know what I'm saying? They get complacent and shit. But they're telling me, Carl, I mean, I know you don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, up until this point, I've never had an issue with the, but you see how it depends on how you ask my team shit. It's like this. Are they going to say Aldinio's a bad person? Is he necessarily doing anything wrong? But they're going to lay out his faults. When it comes to how they judge men's character, what they're saying is they like Carl more. They like him more. Probably because Carl don't come with the shit that Aldinio does. I mean, just based off of what I saw. See what I'm saying? Because when I ask about Carl, it's a straight yes. When I ask about Aldinio, it's a hell no to the no. Hell no. It's not that they think he's up to no good when it comes to you. It's that he comes with too much shit. Feel me? Because I've been reading for you. It's not like he's doing you wrong, but I mean, if they had their way, you know, what they're saying is if it was a perfect world, no, I would prefer you with Carl. Would you prefer her with Carl? No, they would not. They would not prefer you with Carl. No. What about Aldinio? No. See what I'm saying? They don't. Spirit is not a fan of either one of them. They don't like Carl, or they really don't care for Aldinio either. But if they had to pick the lesser of two evils, it's kind of like when I'm talking about Trump. Okay. I mean, you're not giving me, when it comes to talking about presidential candidates, okay, for example, I've got to pick the lesser of two evils. The Spirit's not necessarily a fan of either one of them. See what I'm saying? And I understand that. Not when it comes to you. Not when it comes to you. Not a fan of either one of the gentlemen. Now, if they had to pick the lesser of two evils, they like Carl more than they like Aldinio. But based on what they told me about Baby Daddy, they're just telling you the multiple layers of this onion of bullshit that's been there. honestly, I'm not a fan of either one of them. I mean, not that that's a bad thing, you know. Spirit's got an outlook on life that we do not. I think that Spirit probably holds you in higher regard than you hold yourself. And as prime example, I'll tell you this. When I just recently got this new job, okay, I asked for salary, and I asked for a set amount of money on that salary, okay? And I went low, hoping for higher. But honestly, in today's economy, I did not think I was going to get any more. Honestly, I thought I did go high, because when you go into an interview, they tell you go high. Worst they can do is go lower. Well, they came back 7,000 higher than what I asked for. So that tells me you don't even know your own worth. When speaking in regards to me, and that's what Spirit's saying. Go higher. Higher. You deserve more than either one of these gentlemen could provide. It's not in them to give it to you. It's not that they're bad people, but they want better for you. That's all. MD Maddie, hey, is there anything I should be aware of when it comes to Joe? Who's Joe? MD Maddie, I've told y'all so many times, I don't give a shit about the name so much. Like for instance, what Unicorn just did, yeah, well then I need to know, because she was very specific. She gave me ex-husband, current baby daddy. But then she's also telling me ex-husband, so-and-so, current baby daddy. She didn't even really need to give me the names. All she needed to say was ex-husband and current baby daddy. I just need to know, what role does the person play in your life? So who is Joe? Your goldfish, your dog, ex-baby daddy? I'm not really so much concerned about the names. I just need to know who the person is to your life. Girl, you just got in here. Give me a minute, please. Erica Victoria, what'd you say? I've been looking for help with assistance. Oh, I remember you. But you changed your picture. I remember you. You're the little girl that is getting removed. You're the little girl getting removed. I remember you. Hey, Erica. All right, MD Maddie. He is an ex that is still persistent. Hey, is there anything I should be aware of when it comes to my ex, Joe? Is there anything that she needs to be aware of when she comes to the ex, Joe? See, look at her. They're serenading at that door. Yeah, it's not inside, it's outside. They're outside of the damn door. She gonna end up getting them too. If you do, I'll have to open the door. Alright, shit. MD Maddie, anything that she should be aware of when it comes to Joe the ex? Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, you need to be aware of some stuff when it comes to Joe. What is it, Spirit? Joe's feeling sorry for himself, so he's hitting you up. And he's keeping an eye on your ass, too. He's feeling sorry for himself, so he's hitting you up with, like, good news, you know. He's feeling sorry for himself and he wants to get lucky, honey. The reason he's coming towards you is because he's attracted. So, you know, like a little boy, the little boy in you wants to suck on a mommy's tit, basically. He's coming towards you because he finds you attractive. Of course his messages are going to be positive. Yeah, like I told you. He's going to come towards you talking about, I'm sorry. And his messages are lighthearted, but he's got regrets. It's still very a young-minded energy, sweetheart. I mean, you've got Page of Cups, Page of Swords. Those are all children. Knight of Wands. I'm yet to see an adult. Yeah, right. He feels sorry about... He came towards you. He was very attracted to you in the past, and the shit closed out, okay? And he's feeling sorry for himself because it closed out. So, of course, he's going to try to hit you back up. Hey, girl, what you doing? You know I miss you, right? Basically, that's what he's saying. You know I miss you, right? Yeah. Probably an answered prayer when you responded. I don't want to take that yet. Give it to me here, please. Yeah. And then he was watching, probably had a read receipt, or he could see when you opened the message. I don't know if you know it or not, but he could tell when you read that receipt, and he got all happy. It was an answered prayer, especially if you responded. If you responded to him, he wasn't for sure that you were going to. He wasn't for sure. He wasn't real for sure. Also, in the recent past, I think he's got guilty conscience for whatever he went towards. That ended. So whatever he's got guilty conscience about from the recent past that he chased, probably a piece of tail, that ended. So now he's going to come back to you and tell you that he's sorry, that you're an answered prayer. And he's looking to see if what he's saying to you, he's looking at your body movements and shit, body language, to see if what he's doing is working. That's called, I'm going to test the waters and see if what I'm doing is working. He also wants to know what you know. Right. Oh, yeah. Prayer in a challenge position. He's praying that you don't know about the shit that went on in the past, why it really closed, why you two didn't work out. He's hoping to God that you don't get it. He's acting like a grown man child. That's a grown man child. All right. See, he's getting older. So he hits you up, tells you he's sorry, that you're an answered prayer. I've got prayer here. Answered prayer. I can't make this shit up. He wants to balance it out because as he's realizing he's getting older. He's getting older, right? Right. And he was out here dealing with bird bitches that did not have the best of intentions for him. Right? Right. I don't like it. He wants to know if you know about what he was really up to in the past that he's got a guilty conscience about. He obviously went on a quest, and I do mean a quest to get some drolls, okay? The brother probably had some little affair, and he's praying that you don't know about it. But right now in the current energy, balance dissipating, he's realizing he's getting older. He's getting older. And he's not happy with the decisions he's made in the past. And he's choosing to try to work that out by hitting you up and saying he's sorry. But he also wants to learn what you know. He wants to know if you know about the shit he got away with in the past. He's praying that you don't know. He's praying to God that you don't know. That he ran through the city, whatever he did. He wants to know what you know. If you saw, do you know what he did last summer? I know what you did last summer. He wants to know if you know what he did last summer. Seriously, and I mean it. Do you know Page of Swords with the Sun? That's probably July season, Julian. He wants to know if you know, if you're, you know what I'm saying? How deep, how much do you know? How much has come to light to you about what he got away with? He's feeling guilty. and he's feeling sorry for himself. That's his own conscious kicking in, and he's probably went out here and thought hopped, and that shit didn't work out. That's basically what I'm saying. He wants to know what you do know. Now, I think you do need to be aware of your sexual health, because it looks like he probably chased anything with a heartbeat in the recent past, and he's disgusted with himself. That's called disgusted and disgusting. The shit that he chased after, and there was a reason it closed out very quickly. Now he misses you. He wants that old thing back, right? But he wants to know how much you know. He wants to know how much you know. All right, look, Spirit, we're going to end it with Erica. Erica is having issues because you told her to look for help and she's not finding it. Can you tell her anything? Yeah, they're watching you look for an answered prayer. They're watching you. And they're telling me in the recent past, this just kind of feels hopeless. You're looking for ways for help, for monetary value. You did do a little bit of effort here. And you didn't come up with it. Justice, yeah, you didn't come up with it. You haven't come up with anything. Justice in a challenged position. You haven't come up with anything. You half-heartedly looked. That's what they're telling me. Don't be mad at me, but they're telling me that you half-heartedly looked into an answered prayer when it comes to money and finding something that will invest its time, money, energy, and effort and resources. You half-heartedly looked. And then you're telling me I almost give up. It kind of feels hopeless. Justice in a challenged position. You know, I've got to go to court soon. Yeah, definitely you. Queen of Cups, you. You're looking for resources. You're looking for investment. You did a little bit of research that the heavens told you to do. You did a little bit. I mean, baby. They're telling me you did a little bit. Page of Swords, that's looking into something in a challenged position when it comes to what the stars told you to do. When it comes to looking for resources that will invest in you. You did do a little something, but justice in a challenged position, you have not hit the mark yet. You have not hit the mark yet. No, they're watching you and they're admitting that you did look. And you are just waiting. You're waiting on an offer for this money. Now you're starting to hold a grudge because you feel like it's being held back from you. You're waiting on an offer. Okay. You're waiting on an offer to present itself, sweetheart. You're waiting on an offer to present itself for this money. And I'm sorry. Ten of Swords, betrayal, bitching and complaining. And you're sitting down. It's not that you're not doing a little bit of investigation, but you're not doing all that you could. No, you're telling me straight up. You're waiting on this offer to present itself to you from the justice system. Justice in a challenged position. You're waiting on it to present itself to you. And the fact that it isn't, you keep waiting, you're growing more and more bitter about it. Now you come to the High Priest looking for enlightenment. They're telling me you a gorgeous girl, you fine, you pretty, but you fit to be put out. You're deeply struggling with finances. Deeply struggling with finances. You may even be unemployed. Yeah. And the issue is with you, sweetheart. You're growing bitter, you're bitching and you're complaining, and then you start feeling sorry for yourself and you just sit down. You do a little bit of research, but it's not enough. you kind of sit down and you start feeling sorry for yourself. And then you start this bitching and this complaining. In the future, I do see you being happy. In the future, something will come to light, High Priestess, that was said here on this channel, and it will be good news. You will get enlightenment in the future. I think that you're getting disheartened. Like, I'm just sitting down, and now I feel like, you're just bad mouthing. Like, I did look. It feels hopeless. It feels hopeless. She told me to do it. I did do it. Justice in a challenged position. Does she not understand I have fucking court coming up? Like, you're waiting. Here's justice, challenged position. I'm waiting on court, and I'm waiting on somebody to give me an offer, and I'm just starting to feel betrayed at this point. So I sit down, and I kind of feel sorry for myself. In the future, I see something coming to light. High Priestess. When it happens, I see this being good news for you. Now, maybe it'll happen. It's something to do with your legal situation that's in a challenged position right now. It could be a referral when you get to court. When you get to court, somebody will highlight something. I kind of feel like that. Like, maybe that's when they'll give you some resources, like they'll hand you something, like, please contact these resources. But maybe it's only after you get the true eviction. A lot of programs require you to be out on your ass before they'll help you. Like, you have to have proof that that you're homeless before they'll help you. I hate to say that, but that is true. Because the justice being in a challenged position, and I kind of know that you've got a court date in the current energy. And I don't know if it'll happen right then and there, but all I'm saying is, in the future, I see something coming to light, and it's the message you've been waiting on. It's the message you've been waiting on. Your intuition knew it. I've been waiting on this message. And then you will reflect back on this one and say, this is what she was talking about. This is what she was talking about. Maybe it's only after you can prove, hey, listen, I've been evicted, I've been whatever. That's when they'll present this offer to you. But the fact that you're just kind of waiting on them to present this opportunity for wealth, it kind of gives me the feeling that it may be a program that you don't qualify for until one is ass out. If that makes any sense. A lot of programs are like that. Even in my area, you've got to basically have, and I mean kind of basically, I mean have nothing. You have to have nothing, poverty, before they will help you. And I do see Five of Pentacles. You have to be without anything before they will extend those offers. That very much could be the case. All I can tell you is, in the future, I see you being happy, and I see intuition kicking in, you probably remembering this message, and it is a good news message for you. But I feel like you're going to have to hit rock bottom before you discover this offer. And it very well may be the case. I think Spirit was hoping that you would discover it beforehand so that you could prep yourself. Like, okay, I know that I'm going to court. I know that they're going to evict me, but I know that there's this program that I qualify for. I just don't feel like you've hit the tip of that iceberg yet, because everything's coming out in a challenged position. Meaning, I did look, I'm not seeing it. Now I'm starting to grow a grudge. Now I'm starting to be bitter. I think Spirit's whole hope for you is that you would discover the program and realize, okay, here's what's fitting to happen. I'm fitting to go to court. This is what's going to happen, and then I will qualify for this program. That's kind of what I see for you. I know. I know. Erica, I get it. I see that you're looking, and I see that you're starting to feel like it's hopeless. Like, I thought this was going to be my answered prayer. I did do the research. I'm trying, and I'm seeing it to no avail. It kind of makes me feel like the justice system here, especially with a court issue, the fact that you have proof at that point that you've been out, that's when another program will be offered to you. I think Spirit was hoping that you would uncover it before then, if that makes sense. Jason D, I do not do general readings live. You have to come up with a question, a yes or no question, and I have rules. So I want you to reflect on the description box that I've attached, that I've put work into, before you phrase your question, okay? I don't do lab generals. At any rate, Thelma, thank you for helping me every day. The room's been very chill and not a lot of people in it, and I'm good with that. I don't care. You know, like my views have started to go down. It is what it is. I'm happy that I can reach the people that I need to. I don't get the other hate and the other spam like these other readers do. I mean, I would never be able to last Thelma if I got that kind of negative attention. So I'm good with it. I feel like it's protection. Sometimes my views have went up, and sometimes I've gotten 40 subscribers in one day. Other days I might get minimal views, but with the same token, it's quality work and it's messages to the people who need them the most. And I'm good with that too. I've said it 100 times. So I'm good with both ways. I'm attracting the people that really need it, and I'm okay with that as long as those people are getting the messages they need. Anyway, I'll come back on tomorrow, and I'll come on earlier. I think another issue is I'm starting to come on later. Now, next week and going forward, we'll go back to the early morning schedule like I used to. But I had to go through training for 3 weeks, which put me later in the evenings, and I started skipping days, whatever. But anyway, listen, y'all take care. And those of you that subbed, those of you that liked, thank you for that. Thelma, thank you for helping me. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Take care.